if I get shut down, you know I'm right, because what happened was, see, I have to go all the way back. When my phone was hacked, when that number from the German army camp next to where Rocio Ray Nunez, the pedophile, was stationed in Germany, when that rang my phone basically went kaput afterwards. It was draining battery so fast it wasn't letting me charge it, and I ended up going a couple of months without a phone. And I was just using my computer. I was fine with it because I was able to do everything over the laptop anyway. And then my ex just suddenly turned up with this phone. I've bought you a phone because I'm sick of you not having a phone. And I thought he'd been like, oh my God, that's really sweet of him, right? And then obviously when the shit hit the fan and I was left to have to do my own investigation, I discovered that my phone has a second SIM card. And then so I took it to the police and I was like, this is proof that my phone is hacked. I've also got things on my phone that you'll see on my channel where I wasn't even touching my phone. If you look up the signs to know that your phone has been hacked, one of the things it'll say is drains the battery really fast, overheats, which my phones were doing, and that you'll notice things lighting up on your phone when you're not touching your phone, which is what was happening to me. I've literally got videos on my channel where I wasn't near my phone and yet I had video recorded someone scrolling through my phone when it was sitting on the table, and I just managed to reach over and hit screen recording and grab a few seconds of it, enough to prove everything I was proving. But, the cops didn't do anything. After I got locked up and my ex introduced the boys to the woman Katie, that he had told the police he wasn't seeing anyone. When he introduced them, apparently one of the first things he said when he got back inside after I was locked up was, are your phones working okay? Are your phones working okay now? Because when I was trying to upload those videos that night, that night early morning, after I knew he'd poisoned me, it was saying it was going to take an hour and 40 minutes to upload like a 3-minute video, so I knew they were interfering with my phone. We had also, my boys and I had also discovered that my ex had 2 Wi-Fis in the house. The Wi-Fi that my boys and I had access to, and then Chris had his own Wi-Fi called Dad's room on his phone. And he never had trouble with his Wi-Fi like Thomas Gabriel and I had trouble with our Wi-Fi. But I discovered all of this. So then I found out that after I did my investigation, I had proven that my phone had been hacked and I'd found this second SIM card on my phone. It's all there on my ex. The evidence is all there. The police completely ignored it, but now we know why. So now every time I tried to do stuff regarding Elon or anything that is involving Elon, my phone shuts down. Elon or Starmer, my phone shuts down. The EU, like my phone shuts down. But over the last couple of days, every time I'm just about to post something exposing Elon Musk's involvement in this theft of all this mining stuff, my phone shuts down or switches off. Because they can see everything I do on my phone because of that second SIM card, and Elon watches me like a hawk. What just happened was I started looking up the Boring Company and trying to take screenshots, and my phone completely shut down and had to reboot. And then it was emergency services only. I've taken a photo of the emergency services only, but he was trying to stop me. Just like yesterday, when I was just about to go live, my phone shut down again. So it's proof that they control my phone. I mean, they've all admitted, even Israel's admitted that they do that sort of stuff. But the last couple of days, I've been left alone until I started looking into this mining stuff and the precious metals and the theft of the metals under the king's nose. And I was just about to put this stuff up about the Boring Company, where it talks about how he's applied to mine in the United Kingdom and how he bores for underground tunnels for shipping networks, for shipping companies, and how he uses these robot drills, proof rock, to mine 24 hours a day without needing people, and how, it's because he has this conscience where he's trying to clear up congestion on the roads and all this sort of stuff, trying to make out like, because they all try to make out like it's to help the planet, but it's the complete opposite. So now I have proof. He's actually, the Boring Company it was in 2024 that he said that he had his sights set on the United Kingdom, but I suspect that he's been doing it a lot longer than that. But the rest of this investigation isn't stuff I have access to. The King's going to have to put the right people that he trusts to be able to investigate it all, but Elon Musk has been drilling for them. And it creates the earthquakes. That's why the earth shakes, and it's measuring on the Richter scale. So, and you know how people are saying over the last couple of years, people have been saying that they keep hearing like this weird sound that sounds like it's coming from under the earth, from under the ground, and there's just like random shakes and like random weird sounds of what it sounds like metal tuning and metal clunking. His proof rock thing that he uses on his website, he talks about how it's really slow, and some of these things, when they turn, they'll get stuck. And so what people think are aliens underground and alien technology above and all of that is him secretly drilling these tunnels. And then it's the machine that he uses, like jamming or coming up against something. And that's what people have been hearing underground. And metal screeching. People saying that they can hear metal screeching. What sounds like metal screeching? It'll be his little tunnels. So he's been secretly mining under the guise of for congestion and, being good to the planet, because like he needs this stuff for SpaceX and for his electric vehicles. He needs all these metals just as much as the rest of them, and that's why he's worth so much money, because he's got all the contracts to do all the mining, to get all the minerals and metals out of the earth, because it not only helps the governments with their equipment and their defense equipment and their AI technology and their fake net zero shit, but then he also gets to use it for his SpaceX and electric vehicles and his AI tech and all of that. And remember, AI destroys the planet. Like they have to, the water and shit that they use to use their AI and their grok and all of that. And because don't forget, he's made grok only accessible to people who sign up to his membership now, and they're the ones that have access to use the grok to change the pornographicals. And it's now been proven that he is one of them. That Epstein shipped 3 girls out to him, so he is one of them. That's why he's okay with grok doing the pornographicals, because he's one of them. And I've been saying it for the longest time. And he watches everything I do, absolutely, because he copies everything I do and watches everything I do. But he's my doppelganger. While I'm trying to save the planet, he's hurting the planet. And so I'll put links in. I've put the links in the description box. I'll put the screenshots up, but it's all there in black and white. Him mining for shipping companies. It explains the earthquakes. It explains the sound, metal crunching sound. That dream where I talk about the trine, I talk about how I can hear the universe crunching like metal. Like it sounds like crunching metal. It'll be all that. The same one where I'm talking about them getting STDs and having addictions and all of that. So, yeah, it's all there. The links are all there. I just put the Trine one up the other day, like 2 days ago. But it is all there where I talk about metal grinding. Yeah. So Elon Musk is one of them. He's getting paid to do it all. He's the one that's getting paid to pull off Project Noah's Ark. It's his tech with DARPA and that are causing the floods, causing the tsunamis and everything. It's everything I said. So I've exposed the New World Order and the actual real agenda, not the one that they let people have access to, the stuff that is hidden underground, pun intended, and all the tech giants like Thale and Zuckerberg and Musk and all of that who are profiting from doing all the AI crap, but because they're on the Epstein files as well. So now you know. Now we all know. Like, how much further can I dig, man? Because I've literally exposed all the corrupt world leaders. Sony, who is it, Traore and Putin, the aunt. They're the only ones that I've actually been able to say no. They don't have any. They're fine. Like, God's on their side. Where everyone else is like von der Leyen, Zelensky, Merz, Macron, Starmer, are doing blah, 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 blah. And unfortunately, Bukele as well. He had the potential to be the Holy Spirit, but he turned it down because he sold his soul for bitcoins and gold, and yeah, he signed over to Lucifer. So anyway, it's all there. So he tried to shut me down. I've taken a screenshot where he, after my phone rebooted, where it was in emergency services only, I have been able to prove, I have actual factual evidence to prove that they have access to my phone. They see everything I'm doing. And it was yesterday and today when I started hitting on the Musk stuff that my phone started shutting down, actually shutting down, where I had to reboot it. So it's just proof. Like, they don't half give themselves away. My whole phone froze. And then, the only way I can stop it from unfreezing is I have to press the button enough so that it shuts down. But it's all documented. I document everything. So the phone's not going to lie. And I have proof of the second SIM card. I took screenshots of it. I've got all the numbers and everything. So I'm not worried because I know just every time they do it, it just proves me right. And he really does not want me getting this stuff out about the Boring Company now. Because now people are going to see that he's as evil as what I've been trying to tell people he was. Who, me? I'd never do that. I'm trying to help the planet by mining it within an inch of its life so I can fake pretend like I'm making electric vehicles that nobody's going to buy in the end because we're going to go back to petrol. Because God's going to flip it. And they're all going down now. So he can go down with the rest of the pedophiles and sex offenders. Him and Chris will make good prison fellows. Him, Chris and Martin. Because if they're not sex offenders and sexual predators and pedophiles, then they're ones who protect them or sleep with them. Great job. Works in my favour though, more money for me. I get to take money out of his and Trump's bank and all of their banks. All of their banks. Mahahaha. And then I can go and light my fire and save the children that they've spent all these years trying to stop me from saving. All because of England's rose. So I'll put links in the description box. Screenshots up. It's all there ready to go. You can see for yourself. I was right about everything, as per usual. I'll speak to you later. I'm going to have my other coffee. Ka kite anō.